Carter Page steps up and flushes the Spygate crew back to the swamp by US4Trump.com. Carter Page joined Sean Hannity to respond to the text that broke about the arranged media leaks by the FBI to obtain the FISA warrants on him. Carter Page is the American who was spied on by the government because they thought him to be a threat to America. What about Carter's rights, and what is he doing about it? Page told Sean, "It's not about me. They're just trying to get to the Trump administration, the Trump campaign. This is just a way of tearing down all the great things that President Trump is doing." Sean said, "This is about your name, your reputation, your life, and it's an ongoing investigation." Sean said that once all the documents are released, you are going to be exonerated with exculpatory evidence withheld. Carter responded, "Well, Sean, I just remember 2 years ago tonight, my good friend Chris Stevens lost his life in a very similar situation." Let's take a listen.
Here now with an exclusive interview reaction is former Trump campaign associate. He is at the very center of tonight's breaking news, the FISA abuse scandal. Carter Page, great to see you, sir. Just to remind people, when you were on with me last time, you traveled to Russia and other places, and when you came back, they often debriefed you.
Very often, yeah.
And you cooperated with your FBI because you're a patriot?
Throughout my life, yeah.
And with the CIA and other agencies?
Mm-hmm.
And so they considered you a friend?
I always thought they did, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're at the heart of all of this. The, quote, media leak strategy, which was on April the 10th, 2017, Strzok and Page communicating with each other. Then it leaks the next day, the 11th, in the Washington Post. Then Strzok is congratulating Page for a job well done with 2 derogatory articles about you. That's the FBI and the DOJ coordinating against you to leak in an ongoing investigation. Your reaction?
You know, Sean, Tom Finn, I think, said it best on your show, and, you know, going back weeks. It's not about me. They're just trying to get to the Trump administration, the Trump campaign. This is just a way of tearing down all the great things that President Trump is doing.
Well, let's be honest here, though. I mean, this is about your name, your reputation, your whole life, and it's an ongoing investigation. You just heard what Sarah Carter said. 302s are released. The unredacted portions of the FISA released. You are going to be exonerated with exculpatory evidence withheld. Let's assume Sarah's right, considering she hasn't been wrong yet. What would that mean to you?
Well, Sean, I just remember 6 years ago tonight, my good friend Chris Stevens lost his life in a very similar situation. You know, where these people in Washington, you know, there's no concern about his safety, and they're very much worried about their narrative for the media. That's the focus. It's not, has nothing to do with safety. They're just focused on their own spin for their own personal gratification.
A systemic culture of media leaking by high-ranking officials at the FBI and DOJ related to ongoing investigations. That's what we're talking about, and you're in the center of it. You know, my mother was a prison guard. My dad was family court probation. I had more people in the NYPD. The two people we refer to as deity were FBI guys. We're not talking about the FBI. We're talking about a few people in the FBI and the DOJ that abused their power and basically used you as the single person to go out there and to get the president. Do you have any doubt they're trying to get the president now?
Oh, there's no doubt whatsoever.
What do you, when you spoke to these people, now, interestingly, you haven't been indicted.
Of course not.
Are they talking to you anymore?
I haven't talked to anyone from the U.S. government this year, other than the people in the DOJ, where I was, you know, I had my case against the U.S. government, but, and they keep, you know, similar to the FISA court, Southern District of New York keeps giving these false testimonies to the
about
court.
You.
About, you know, I have a case against the U.S. government and, you know, the fake news propaganda.
So you have lawsuits that you're moving?
Absolutely.
And you don't even want any money, you told me.
$1, just, you know, nominal.
Well, how do you pay your lawyers with $1? I don't know anybody.
I want to fix this terrible thing that's happened to our country. You know, this is just on principle, but they're It's just so corrupt right now.
So tell me if this is wrong. The FBI and the DOJ, we learned through these text messages, were colluding to leak what are phony Russian lies about you, and then the same DOJ hires Mueller to investigate it. But the DOJ is working with the FBI leaking it. And then we find out through Bruce Orr and Christopher Steele's contacts, Christopher Steele is saying, did you get my info to your friends in the special counsel? Tell me what's wrong with that picture.
Well, Sean, look, I have, dozens of lawyers that I'm up against in DOJ, and that's on the civil division. It's been, told to the friends at the Washington Post, New York Times that I talked to.
They've apologized to you for taking leaks that are unverified?
Absolutely not. Yeah. And, a lot of stuff is still locked out.
It's going to be on page 836 in the bottom right-hand corner. Nobody will find it.
Hopefully they start fixing this a little bit, Sean.
Are you going to sue them?
Well, it's just like the first, the fake intel report by Clapper, Comey, Brennan on January 6, 2017, 2 weeks before the inauguration. It was split into two themes. One is the hacking, the other is government propaganda. I have a legal action right now on the government propaganda. We'll see about that.
We get this information that we wanted, declassified and unredacted. Are you convinced there's exculpatory evidence they withheld? Do you know that there's exculpatory evidence?
The more information that comes out, it's just going to keep showing how ridiculous this whole thing is.
Do you think when you look at the players, Steele, Orr, Strzok, Page, McCabe, do you think that was the insurance policy?
Sure, it definitely seems like it.
All right, good luck. Appreciate it. Sorry you were lied about.
Of course that was the insurance policy. That's exactly what it is. And they used Carter Page as a plant. Basically, that's what they did. They used him as a plant, destroyed him, actually. He has legal fees. Used him as a plant, and that insurance policy, that's exactly what it is. And the dossier, exactly what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.